Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. As you can see, I'm at my house today. Today is Sunday, June 14th, and I'm sitting Indian style, and hopefully this won't be a long video because I don't have the youthfulness as I used to for sitting Indian style. But I'm filming up here because it's Sunday, the house is quiet, and the printer's running down at the studio. I'm trying to build inventory because I can't keep up, literally printing and cutting and folding and stuffing and shipping. It's been amazing. It's been so good. So thank you everybody that purchases my patterns because y'all keeping me busy. Anywho, I just thought it'd be fun, you know, to have a change of pace. So the last time I was with you was actually on the 4th of July, last Thursday, and today's Sunday, so it's been a little over a week. We had that wedding. I'll insert pictures of my girlfriends and I. So Vicky, it was her daughter getting married. Vicky and I met in kindergarten. We lived like 2 miles from each other, so we've known each other since kindergarten. And then Kristen and Jill and Stacy, I met them in middle school. So, you know, we've been friends for a very long time, and we're so fortunate to still be friends after all these years. So the wedding was amazing. I love weddings. But my husband, we picked up Kristen at the airport, and Kevin and I drove up to Higgins Lake. Jill, our girlfriend Jill, and her husband Dave purchased a house on Higgins Lake. You know, like when people go up north, they have cabins on the lake and stuff. No, we're talking a full-blown, gorgeous beach house. It is stunning. It is bigger than my house. And I mean, I don't have a big house or anything, but like this is their second home, and it's gorgeous. And Higgins Lake, I had never been to Higgins Lake, and I'd heard all kinds of great things about it. And what they say is true, that the water is so clean and clear. You can see like my husband said, you can count the hairs on your toes when you look through the water. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it looks like the ocean, the different shades of blue. And you can go way out far, and it's still pretty shallow. And anyways, it was an incredible weekend. Bonfires at night, you know, it was really good. Of course, the bonfire was on Friday night, and we had the wedding Saturday. So Friday nights are tough, especially on my husband, because he works a more physical job all week long and gets up at 4:30 in the morning. So he is pretty tired, and he fell asleep at the fire. I don't know how people fall asleep sitting up. I don't know how people do that without like falling over or something, but he's a pro at it. And so I was reminiscing with everyone around the fire about, I'm going to insert a picture of Father's Day 2017 when Kevin fell asleep out on our deck back here, and we were taking pictures, like taking selfies with the dead man. That's what we were calling it. And we were laughing hysterically. And there's one picture where you can see me, I'm in the house, and I'm like, I was laughing so hard. But anyway, like Weekend with Bernie or something like that. Did you ever see that movie? Anywho, my hubby, God love him. We had Ellery on Thursday. Oh, I got a funny story. Okay, so I had Ellery on Thursday. I'll insert pictures and maybe a little video clip because her eating, it's hilarious. It's just all over her face. I want to get your toes. I want to get your toes. And yesterday we went to a graduation party for one of our close friends' daughters graduated, and they had a graduation party at their house. And our son Kyle and their son Matt are in a band together, and they played at this graduation party. Anywho, it was so fun because like all of my friends were there, all of my Holy Rosary friends, and a lot of the friends that our kids grew up with, their kids type of thing. So it was just a ton of people there, and it was so much fun. But this is so funny. My good friend Amy, one of my BFFs, my wine sister, Amy, she has a granddaughter that is only 2 or 3 months younger than Ellery. Well, we always say, gosh, we got to get our grandbabies together and let them play, and while we visit, you know, and we just haven't, it hasn't worked out. We did not know this, but our grandkids go to the same daycare together. Is that cool or what? And this is how I found out. So my friend Amy's daughter, Megan came to the open house, and she said, I went to pick up Amelia, and she was standing with another little girl, and they were looking at the fish tank, watching the fish in the fish tank. And she thought, God, that looks a lot like Ellery. And so she asked the daycare person, you know, if that was Ellery, and they said yes. And she's like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell Teresa that our, you know, babies go to the same daycare. And they're like, well, that's not all that you're going to be telling her. And anyways, Amelia bit Ellery, and I guess left a mark on her arm. So, and I forgot to text Bree this morning to say, hey, you know, did Ellery come home? You know, anyways, I just thought that was so ironic. So which is very cool, because the kids will already know each other. So when Amy and I do get together and get the kids together, the kids will already know each other. So, oh, and baby Kegel, the little baby boy Kegel, he was due on Friday, and he is not here yet. So Brianna said that, you know, it will probably be next weekend, if she hasn't had the baby yet, that they will induce labor. But I really hope she goes natural. She went natural last time, so I'm just hoping that she goes natural. And I get to have Ellery overnight, so yeah. It's funny because I'm always buying stuff for her. I bought this collapsible wagon, and I just bought her, which is going to be here on Tuesday, I bought her this like splash water table that she can play in. And Kevin says, oh my gosh, you know, we're getting all these toys where we're going to put all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but that's what you do, you know. It's like, it's so funny because, you know, like our kids moved out, and we got the space, and, you know, we're going to make the back bedroom, we're going to redo that, make it kind of like an office / studio space. And it's like, well, actually probably will be where all Ellery's toys go. But hey, what are you going to do? So the open house, I mentioned that. Oh yeah, and then this morning Kevin had to get up early and head out to Wisconsin because his Beatles tribute band is playing out in Wisconsin, so he has tomorrow off. They'll be driving home tomorrow, so that's why I have the house to myself. That's why I thought, I'm just gonna film up at the house. Okay, and I love this time of year. This time of year, all the flowers are blooming, and it looks so pretty, and I love cutting them and bringing them in the house. So I want to tell you what flowers I have in here. I just think I love this arrangement because it's wild. It's like, it's just wild. Well, obviously I have Shasta daisies in here. This is a primrose, and I don't remember planting that. I think a seed, or I think a bird actually seeded that for me, because I don't remember ever planting that. And I know this is bee balm, and bee balm comes in like reds and bright pinks, but I have it in the purple, which I kind of a purple pink flower girl. And this, I believe, is loose stripe. Actually, I wanted to look. Remember I shared that app with you at one point? Well, that's the app I used to find out that that was a primrose, that little pink flower. So I go into my picture this app, and I hit take a picture, and then I just put it on the flower that I'm trying to figure out what it is, and you center it, and then you take the picture, and it comes up. Yeah, purple loose stripe. Hyssop is what it's. Hyssop is like the real name, or the species. It's a species of hyssop. Anywho, I just think this is really pretty. It's just kind of wild and crazy, like I think it's supposed to be. Okay, announcements. I only have one announcement. I bid on an antique sampler today on eBay. I haven't been on eBay in I don't know how long, but I found this sampler that I think is really pretty. And right now I'm the highest bidder, and there's 2 hours left on it, so I kind of have to keep watching it. But yeah, I have a lot to do today, so if I don't get it, I don't get it. But if I do, you'll be seeing that, and I wanna chart it. It's really pretty. It's super pretty. And I wanted to give a shout out to a fellow floss tuber, Nicola Parkman, Hands Across the Sea Samplers. She's adorable. If you don't watch her, you need to go check her out and subscribe to her channel. She's just such a kind, sweet soul, and her voice is soothing, and her beautiful British accent, I mean, just love it. And she's very, very talented, and I just kind of discovered her. I mean, I had heard about her, but I didn't realize she had a Flosstube channel. Anyway, stumbled upon her, and I'm enjoying watching her. Works in progress. I have been working on Fox and Friend. Now, I mean, I was gone. We left midday Friday, the day after the 4th. I was gone Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I got home late Monday, but my friend Kristen was still here Tuesday and Wednesday morning. She left for the airport, so I worked like a half a day Wednesday. And I didn't take any work with me over the weekend. I usually take something. I was gonna take my laptop, then I thought, no, I'm just gonna take my punch needle. Then I said, no, go and just unwind and stop it. So that's what I did. But was it Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night and Thursday morning. I worked a lot on my punch needle, and I got this far. Hopefully you can see that good. Put it in the light. The light, I've got natural light, and then I've got this other light on just to balance out the light. Anyway, I hope you can see that. But I have a lot of it done, and I plan on finishing that up this coming week. I think it's super cute. That is charted also, so that will be a cross stitch. And then finishes. Oh, I got 2 finishes in, and I'm not going to show these, like, well, I don't know. I want there to be some sort of element of surprise. But anywho, this is Star Quilt. This was stitched by Matthew Penton, and he did a beautiful job. Hopefully that's coming out good. But this used to be available as punch needle, but it's not anymore. But I think it looks super cool charted. I love it. Okay, so there's that one, and then I have an angel too, which is super exciting. This is outstretched arms. I think you can see it. And that is full coverage. Again, you know how it is. You don't have to do full coverage. You could do this on a navy background, or you could just maybe just do the star. But I think she's absolutely stunning. I love it. And there's a companion piece that goes with this that I'm hoping maybe, well, you know, and I was gonna hold that off until Nashville, until the companion piece is done as well, so they can both be released at the same time. And then I thought, no, why would I do that? Because it's gonna take a while for someone to stitch that, and then if they want the companion piece, it comes out later. So I'm gonna go ahead and release this in September, both of those, and then the companion piece hopefully will be done for Nashville. That's it for finishes. And then haul. I went to JoAnn today after church because I think I bought almost, not every, because some of those really bright colors I didn't bother buying, but I went down the line of floss and just picked one of everything of colors that I think I will use. Some of them are a little bit bright for me, but with these, the confetti stitching on these angels, it will call for kind of the computer program kind of calls for a brighter color, and it's only maybe peppered in there a little bit, but it looks super cool that way. So I stopped at JoAnn's because I've got to get all those patterns that all those charts that I created during Stitch Mania. I've got to get those sent out. So that is like one of my main goals next week. The other main goal next week is to get my new computer and printer up and running. So 2 huge goals for the coming week. But also, while I was at JoAnn, excuse me, my throat hurts today, so I'm thinking there's something blooming, there's something in the air. Allergies. I bought, this is wood, like, what do you call these? Pennant. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But it's wooden, and I want to paint them, and I want to put Ellery's name on it and hang it in the bedroom. That's kind of gonna be her bedroom when she gets big enough to sleep in a bed and stay the night with Grandma and Grandpa. And then I bought a box, and I'm going to paint an angel on it. I'm going to paint the top, the sides, the bottom, and the inside. It's going to be the coolest box on the planet. And it is full of DMC. This is what she did when she was checking out at the checkout. She just put all the floss. And that's not all of it. That's the small box. Then I bought this big box. Won't this be cool with an angel on it? Yes, I'm gonna paint an angel on that. And again, it is full of DMC floss. Yeah, I went hog wild. But like I said, I'm gonna, it's gonna be a huge job, but I have a rather long bar in my kitchen over there. Excuse the bra strap adjustment. And I'm gonna put them all out in numerical order, and then I'm going to pull floss for all of those things. And it's not all gonna be DMC floss. What I'm gonna do is, if some of it's charted with all DMC, but I'm gonna switch out depending on the design, because there might be areas that I don't want a variegated thread, but there might be some areas that would look really cool with a variegated thread. So then I might substitute some out for Weeks Dye Works or something. This one, I love this. I think it's supposed to go this way, and you're supposed to paint like welcome or something on it. But I thought it would be cool to paint an angel, like a tall angel in it, or an angel like here and then her wings going off the side. I don't know my amount of paint on that. And then I bought a plaque for punch needle or cross stitch to be attached to. And then I bought these are 50% off. So I'm like, why not? Because they're super cool. I never even noticed these at JoAnn when I was there before. But these they're like little canvas bags. And this one it's got dirt and stuff in it. Like you take this out. Anyway, there's a bag in there of dirt, and then there's a bag of seeds, and you can grow your zinnias in your house in this little bag. And this one it looks kind of like vintage. And then this one is lavender. It doesn't have the writing on it, but I just thought these were very cool, and we'll see if they work. And then also I bought, while I was there at JoAnn, a few books. They were 30% off. Plus, oh, hey, here's a tip for you guys. If you shop at JoAnn, do you have the JoAnn app for your phone? I didn't even know there was one. How many times have I went to JoAnn and no one ever told me about it? But this cashier was so sweet, and she's like, if you get the coupons through email, if you get them through text, and she said, get the JoAnn app. So I downloaded it because, you know, she has to check out scan each one of those floss. So I was standing there forever. So it gave me time to download the JoAnn app, and I got an extra 15% off. I got a second item 60% off, and then something else. Like I got 3 extra coupons just from that app. So make sure you do that if you shop at JoAnn. So I got this, I'm getting back into my keto diet because I put all the weight back on, and I'm just ticked about it. Like I just want to lose it again. So I'm going back on keto, and I'm going to really be aware of, like read up on, so my hair doesn't fall out again. I don't want that to happen again, but that could have been hormonal because menopause. So I got Keto Reset Instant Pot Cookbook because I love my Instant Pot. So I'm like, how perfect to pair the two things together. And these recipes look fantastic. Like, how to make yogurt. Like, I like yogurt, but it's all too sugary. You can't do that on keto, but if you make your own, you can. And this I got Stitch and Sew by Nicola. I can't even see it. Nicola Hui? I don't know. But I bought this book because I love the look of embroidery. So a few videos back, I remember I talked about like wanting to do a huge project that would take me years possibly, that would just be something spectacular. Well, I've decided what I want that to be. I want it to be like embroidery, some amazing and incredible embroidery, like a scene, maybe an angel scene or something like that. So I wanted to learn what different stitches you use for embroidery and like what needles you use. And anywho, this little book shows all the different stitches and everything, which I'm super excited to learn. And then at the back, it shows you how to make these little pouches, like makeup bags and pencil pouches and little coin purses. Look at these little coin purses. So I bought that book, and then I saw this book, the Royal School of Needlework, Book of Embroidery, A Guide to Essential Stitches, Techniques, and Projects. This is a hefty book, y'all. Look at it. But look at just the inside page is super cool. I mean, okay, so for instance, like something like that. So I don't know if that's like a saint or what, but something like that, where it would be a big piece of fabric that I would do maybe some beading and some, you know, super cool specialty stitches and things like that. I just think that work is so gorgeous, and I just want to learn how to do, I love floss. I love all the different colors of floss. I love the feel of fabric in my hand. I love all that. So you know, and I know I said I was going to learn to cross stitch, which I still plan on doing. Like I said, this embroidery piece that I want to do is something that I will, you know, work a little bit on here and there when I can. It's not going to be anything that I'm going to sell patterns on. It's just going to be a super cool work of art done with threads. Don't you think that would be cool? So anyway, I bought this cool book. As if I'm not busy enough. But you know, I just keep thinking someday things will slow down a little bit, you know, and once I have that started, I mean, I might be able to work on it an hour a week, might be all I can do for a while. But if you don't start it, it'll never get done. At least if you start it and you work on it a tiny bit. Say it takes 10 years, but so what? What if it took 10 years and it turns out to be the most amazing piece of work I've ever created? It's so worth it, don't you think? All right. Giveaway. So last week I asked, what did you do for the 4th? And I'm going to insert the YouTube random comment picker right here. The question was, what did you do for the 4th of July? And this week's winner for the pencil pouch is Nancy Harbarth. No, not Harbarth. I think it's Nancy Harbar, sorry. She said, spent the 4th at our cabin where our 8-year-old grandson accomplished learning how to water ski, and we also attended the parade, which always gives me goosebumps when the old fighter planes do a flyover to start the parade. Cool. So congratulations, Nancy. If you can please email me, I will send your pencil pouch right out to you. Thanks for participating, everybody. Congratulations, Nancy. If you could please just email me right here. Look up at the screen. It's teresakogut3@gmail.com. I will get that in the mail to you. And so this week's prize is, what's your favorite, or the question is, what is your favorite quote? And the prize will be a punch needle or cross stitch chart of your choice. So you can go to my Etsy shop and look and see what I have. So if you win, that's what you get to do. My favorite quote, you know, I don't really have a favorite quote because there's just way too many that I absolutely love. This painting right here, see that green? That painting, I love it. But it says, it's an Abraham Lincoln quote. I love a lot of his quotes. But it says, common looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. And I love that. Another quote is, I have a couple of them. Eleanor Roosevelt, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. I love that. Don't let people put you down. Don't let people make you feel bad about yourself. If you allow it, it's because, if that happens, it's because you allowed it to happen. So love yourself. Don't let anyone mess with you. And then I love this Martin Luther King Jr. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. And I just think that's so beautiful and so perfect. So those are just a few quotes of mine that I love, and there's a ton more that I really like, but you know, we only have so much time here. Okay guys, we gotta do the Chinese fortune teller, and I didn't write down the lady's name. Oh shoot, it was, what the heck was it? I want to say purple. Let me just look real quick. Okay, it was Julie R. Knits Stitches. Julie R. Knits Stitches. Anyway, she said purple 2-3. So let's get this thing going. And I did change the ones, remember, you guys helped me figure out what to change because I didn't like pet peeves and all these things. So anyway, so I got the new ones written on there. Okay, purple 2-3. P-U-R-P-L-E 1, 2, and then number 3 is my favorite. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, so my favorite, I have it down at the studio. I have a basket that has like just words on it, like recipe, you know, color, holiday, all these different things. I'm supposed to draw it and say, oh, my favorite holiday is. Well, anyways, I don't have that up here, so I'm just gonna have to think of something. My favorite, I know, since I said I'm starting keto again, my favorite keto food, because when I'm done with this video, I'm going to go make them. It's the jalapeno, bacon wrapped jalapeno cream cheese filled poppers. I don't know what you call them. I don't think they're called poppers. I think the poppers you deep fry. But anyways, slice the jalapeno in half, keep the stem on, otherwise cream cheese falls out. I know I've talked about this before in previous videos, like when I first started, but they truly are my absolute favorite keto snack or hors d'oeuvre. Sometimes I make them with dinner, but today I'm making them for snack. And then I'm gonna give you another one. I love asparagus. Like, I love it so much. What I do is I use avocado oil. Okay, first of all, I clean it, rinse it, and then you take them, like several of them, and you snap them. And where they snap, that's a good place. And you throw the other way. They naturally snap in the spot that they're supposed to. So, and then I spread them out on parchment paper on a pan, and then I pour some avocado oil on it, and then just kind of a little salt and pepper, and just kind of mix it up. Lay them all nice in one, what do you call that? Oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking out, guys. Single layer, in a single layer, so they're not all jumbled up. A single layer of them in the pan, and then I cook them at like 400 for a very long time, because I like all the moisture cooked out of them, and the tips I like a little bit crunchy. They're almost like fries. And then when they're done, you can sprinkle Parmesan or shredded Asiago cheese over top, and just let that sit and melt on there. I'm telling you what, I ate a whole bundle one time myself, because Kevin wasn't here and I didn't feel like cooking dinner, and some of my friends were coming over, we were gonna have some wine together, and I had to eat something, and so I did that. And I was gonna just like eat some, but the more I ate the whole thing. Yeah, that's how much I love it. Okay, that's it this week. I mean, this was just really short. Thanks everyone for being a part of my channel. Please, you know, feel free to ask questions. We didn't have any questions last week, which is fine, but I do enjoy the questions that you ask. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. It sounds like everyone had a wonderful 4th of July. And don't forget to participate on the Chinese fortune teller, and also answer this week's question: what is your favorite quote, in order to win, be in the drawing, I should say, to win a cross stitch or a punch needle pattern. All right, have a great week and get lots of stitching done and be kind. We'll see ya. Bye.